Hi guys, good afternoon. Now we will talk about the point of view that you have about a topic that we already saw videos and beauty information. The name is Endangered Species Handout. We will talk about three easy questions and let's start. So the first question is, do you agree that animal extinction is a critical issue? Is the first question. To get start, I think I'm totally agree with this because in this I don't want to say temporary like I mean when a species becomes extinct, it disrupts like the chain of life. How do you say that? Like the ecosystems and affects the balance of nature and many other species. Um, I don't know. You want to say something?
hmm I totally agree that like animal extinction is like a critical issue, but in a short term of time, it's our problem because it's going to impact our lives as a society and as a species. Because yeah, if we don't have like any more bees, we are not going to be able to get vegetables and other kind of products that we need.
Mm.
Because if we talk about this in the long term, it's not a critical issue because at the end of the day, the earth is going to regenerate everything and everyone, and all the species maybe will evolve, or maybe the earth is going to create a new species. But I think to ourselves in a short term, yes, it's a critical problem because it's going to impact our species in life. And it's, yeah, that's what I think about that.
Yeah,
Also,
I have a point with that. I mean, at the end of the day, of course, like the planet gets impacted, the ecosystem, like everything, but we need from the nature, we need from the land, like we need the bees to survive. Like anyone else, like
all the animals are
other
important.
species can survive, but not us.
Correct.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, and for future generations as well.
Mhm.
So the second question is, do you think animals and people can live freely together and coexist?
What do you think, Gaps?
I think yes. I mean, it supposes the best way. I mean, animals and people can coexist if humans act responsibility. Um, it's possible when we respect the wildlife, protect natural habitats, and reduce harmful activities such deforestation, pollution, like the
But
big
you will give
problem.
up to eat like meat and something like that if you want to coexist with like an animal and with other animals. You will give up to that power to say, "Oh, I'm not going to eat this kind of animal, and maybe I don't want to have this kind of products that it's important to me to have, but I will give up to use those products and maybe those stuffs to coexist with other species and animals."
I think it's also part of the nature, like eat meat is part of our like alimentation, like
Mm-hmm.
meals. So I consider we can do something to be more responsible with that. Um, if it's like yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a problem, like, for example, to eat meat, if it's that you saying. Some, can you repeat the?
Yeah, I was just asking if you truly believe that you can coexist with other species and animals, if you are like ready, or if you are thinking to give up to your power as a species, because as humans we believe that we are superior than other species, so this is why we have the power to impact or like do something to get a better or worse environment for like the earth or animals and all that stuff. But the question is, if you are conscient of, if you want to coexist and live as an equal with other species and animals, if you can like quit to some products and some like traditions or things that you do that impacts that coexistency with other species and animals.
Mm. That it will help the coexistence, like, right? Will help
Mm-hmm.
them and us to live better.
It's hard. It's hard because it's not like, oh yeah, I mean, has to be a process.
I can just stop doing this one day to other.
And
Yeah.
and it's a pretty good questions because I really love the animals, but I really love the meat, but I
Mm.
really love the milk and I really love the cheese and sometimes, I mean, at least my mind is like if I leave the meat, I'm not gonna do like a big change over the world. It's more like obviously we have to start with us. I know that, but it's more like the factories, the process, how they do that, because usually I don't consider is, for example, bad if we eat meat, but I know it's the the companies of meat are the most, they made a lot of
Pollution,
pollution.
yeah.
Yeah, I know it's so bad, those kind of things, but I'm agree with other ways like to get the meat. But I don't know if like the industry level could do like things more friendly,
Eco-friendly, yeah.
eco-friendly with that. Yeah, I'm just eat
Doing your
the meat
best, and we're doing our
and
best.
yeah, save the animals that are in my, well, maybe, yeah. Now, oh my God, that question is
Yeah,
hard.
it's
Okay. So I don't know, we can go to the third question.
of course. Yeah.
Um, what do you think about people can do on an individual level to stop the extinction of whales?
Whales.
I mean, yeah, this question is like specific and
I
whales.
just see Avatar 3 and they are like hunting whales. So this is a very hard question for me right now.
It's
But yeah, I'm just waiting for the answer. Sorry.
mm, maybe we can start take care about the oceans and the sea, like
Oh,
as
right.
individuals.
Yeah, make sure
Oh,
you
as
trash.
individual. Okay.
Yeah, like don't not leaving trash in the sea. Like if you find trash in the sand or whatever, like make sure you take that for you. Um,
Avoid some products that harms the ocean.
oh yeah.
Yeah. What did say this?
Investigate what they do with the trash. Like even if you put the trash in the trash cans and they leave, take it to the place, most
Mm-hmm.
of them throw it on the ocean. It's like, so I don't know, like maybe the chain of decomposing or like,
Yeah, I do this, but the next step will be like recycle, and the next step will be what do you do with those products that is already recycled,
mm,
and how we
Yeah.
can reuse those products, and what we're gonna do when we are done with those products. And you're like, yeah, that full circle that
yeah,
helps the ocean and helps the environment. In this case, the whales.
Specific the whales.
The whales, yeah, of course. Yeah, because there are some products that
But
use the fat of the like, of the whale, and when you buy those products, you are making this like incentive to keep
mm,
hunting, and yeah, that kind of stuff that harms this specific species.
but I think it's good for everybody. I mean, it's like if you do those things that we already mentioned, it's not just good for the whales, it's for the rest of the animals and the rest for the ocean. So, and also, well, for consequence of us.
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean, I think it's a good way for everybody. Well, I mean, nah, you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah. And
Sort of.
also, I think one point that we're missing it's like support the. I just forgot the word. Support the projects and maybe like other
mm,
people who is making like a much better effort to save the whales, and like those campaigns that they go to the sea with boats and they confront the hunters and say like, oh, you're not going to hunt any whale here, like maybe you cannot go to the fight, but maybe you can share some money to help those projects, or maybe you can share information in your social media about the extinction of the whales and the products that other people it's making to save the whales. I think that's another
Yeah.
very strong
yeah,
point about that.
I
Yep.
like your point. Because even if we don't have that information of how to they do, so like it's about money. They need resources.
Yeah,
Yeah.
share.
But one day I hear that you cannot take care about something that you don't know. I don't know if it's like a translation in Spanish, but that's why
You're not able to take care of something that you don't know about.
yeah, like I'm gonna
So
try to
if
say.
I don't know about like the whale hunting, I'm not able to help because I don't have like a lot of information about that topic or
Mhm.
that theme, something like
Mm, well, I want to use this phrase
that.
like in general. Like we say, I
Okay.
mean, it's not just the whale hunting, it's about the rest of the things that can help if we do something by ourselves because even I mean, we are not in a beach place or in specific
Yeah,
places.
we are not like very
It's
close to
just
that
like
issue.
do actions and things that can help as individual, even if you are not in the same place, like these things. Okay,
Awesome.
so yeah, I think those are all the questions. Thank you so much to be part of these. And yeah,